If you'll rise for the pledge and remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor Nelson. Amen. Thank you. Mike, if you'll take the roll, please.
All right. Councilman Wurzbacher. Here. Councilman Lloyd.
Here.
Councilman Schlack is asked to be excused. Councilman Barr. Councilman Valeris.
Here.
Councilman Nick.
Here.
And Mayor McLeod.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda? Motion by Mr. Valerius.
Second.
Second by Mr. Barr. Any corrections or changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of March 24?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nick.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wurzbacher. Any corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Now we come to presentations. And tonight we are going to recognize the Allen Park High School competitive cheer team, which once again took the state finals. If you would all like to come up.
Yeah. Dog. Whatever keys. You got yours.
Certificate of Special Recognition celebrating their third consecutive state title, presented to the Allen Park High School girls competitive cheerleading team and their coaches. The City of Allen Park recognizes the Allen Park High School girls competitive cheerleading team for winning the state title in their division for the third consecutive year. Their continued hard work and dedication to their sport earned them their 6th state title in the past 7 years and their 8th state title overall. On behalf of the City of Allen Park and all of its elected officials, it is an honor and pleasure to recognize and congratulate team members Darren Bailey, Juliana Barrett, Claire Berry, Ella Brown, Liliana Carmona, Molly Cohn, Delilah Cotton, McKenna Cox, Tiana Ferentz, Savannah Flores, Amelia Foley, Kaylee Gear, Angela Gonzalez, Peyton Keys, Peyton Kirby, Mariana Leaha Khalil, Jordan Marl, Sophia Ramey, Ava Rice, Isabel Robinette, Annalise Trevino, McKenna Trurin, and Samantha Unger. You should have all raised your hands when I called your name. And their coaches, Julie Goodwin, Tina Johnson, Megan Miguel, Carolyn Morris, Faith Ridolfi, Lyric Spears, Jessica Tremonti, and Tara Waddell. Congratulations to all of you for this outstanding achievement, which is a testimony to your hard work, dedication, teamwork, and commitment. Well done, ladies. And I will like to give this to your coach. You will each get a recognition certificate. I do want to make a comment that because of all your fine work, apparently you're being moved up to Division I next year. And we have no doubt that you will continue to do well. And I don't know if any council members want to make any comments to these young ladies. You want to turn around and...
Yeah, I would. I watched your videos, and I could not believe how you guys synchronize, and you're like one motion. And all three. of your, whatever it's called, thank you. And it was just amazing. I just sat there on, whoever put it on YouTube, thank you. So I was able to watch that, but it was just amazing. You guys must practice like nonstop. But it was just, and Julie, you've done a great job. So I was just so amazed and so proud of you girls. Thanks. We're honored to have you.
So I've been a teacher at Woodhaven High School since 2020, but I've been a resident of Island Park since for 28 years, and I'm very proud and happy for all of you and your coaches. Congratulations.
I'm just going to say congratulations.
They're all going to want to say something, so don't be wandering off.
I know most of you guys, and I know how hard you guys work throughout the year. I think Juliana spent more time during personal reading going through formations than actually reading this year. And I know that goes for all of you guys. And Julie, it's just been an honor to be able to be, a coach in the same school as you, and how you've built a program some of you guys, from Bulldogs. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Back in 03. Yeah, so over 20 years. So just proud of all you guys so much, and proud to be some of your guys' teacher. So keep it up.
Congratulations. It's often been said that getting to the top of anything that you attempt in life is the easy part, because once you reach the top, the hard part is staying there. And I think what's incredible is that you've stayed there 3 consecutive years in a row. That says a lot about everybody's dedication and effort. You guys are awesome.
Did you want to say anything, Mike?
I know a lot of your parents, so I know that it's not just you girls, it's your parents, but thank your coach. And I think it was last year I made the joke, you keep winning, you're going to have to add to the sign in front of the school. You're going to have to add to it, so congratulations, girls. Job well done.
And
Go Jags.
I just want to make a comment. I finally made it to a meet. I've been trying to make different meets if I can just find them on the calendar. And thankfully, Coach Tremonti let me know about the change in venue. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed. I tell people, the cheerleading that we knew 30 or 40 years ago is non-existent. You young ladies are true athletes. I admire so much. I had no idea what you went through, and the fact that you practice every day, you do your schoolwork, that's even more impressive. So I know that some of you are graduating and going on to other things, but looking forward to what the rest of you are going to do next year, and I will be at more of the meets. So wonderful. Just so very proud of you. Thank you.
Get extra credit, yeah. Are they in government?
Oh, did they really? Wow. Okay. Temperature's going to drop about 10 degrees now. All right, we'll move on to organizational business and the city administrator's report.
Good evening. Unlike cheerleaders, I don't have 3 state champions, that's for sure. Administrative Assistant Gabby Bulger, Ellen Park Fire Department passed her grant writing course. That should be very helpful to the city. Aaron Filipski, Michael Lachlan, and I are attending the Michigan Advanced Public Service Institute. It's an interactive management course in St. Joseph, Michigan from this Sunday, through Wednesday, April 22nd. Assistant Library Director Brandy Swinehart is attending the Michigan Library Association Leadership Academy for 2 days this week in Lansing. There will be a council study session on Tuesday, May 5th at 6 o'clock to go over the proposed 26-27 budget. It's already getting there, ain't We are completing the final details regarding the new dog park, which will potentially open in June this year. Stay tuned for more information. I can tell you it is called Rusty's Dog Park, if you were wondering. Shred Day and Styrofoam collection takes place this Saturday, April 18th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the lot behind the Prestige Banquet Hall. Please enter off of Philomene. We would like to recognize the following April employment milestones. Michael Franz, firefighter, 5 years. Courtney Gutierrez, firefighter, 5 years. And Aaron Filipski, DPS director, 1 year. Thank you.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept and file the administrator's report?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nix.
Second. Sure.
Second by
I'll take it.
Mr. Lloyd. You won the toss-up. Any comments or questions?
How long was the grant writing class? Do you know?
I don't know, but it was online if I'm correct.
Right, I
And
think
it was probably 6 weeks,
Yeah.
approximately.
And then
It's
she'll-
an intro too.
But
There's
that-
many
Right,
more
right, there are
she
more,
wants
yeah,
to take,
yeah.
yes.
But
Okay,
that's
now she
for the
be
fire department.
for the fire department.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the fire department.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we identified a couple of them from a couple of different sources. I know SEBCOG has one.
Right.
And there's, this one I think was through Fort Hays, Kansas, if I'm not mistaken.
I can tell you on that note, going further, I didn't put it in here. Mr. Filipski is gonna be taking one through SEMCOG here. I wanna say it's in the summer some point, 4 or 5 week course.
Oh, good. We'll have more
I
grant
asked him if
writers.
he could do that. Yep.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. We come to public comments. You have 5 minutes to speak. All we ask is that you provide your name and the street on which you live. Do not give us your full address, and the only other thing we ask is you keep your comments civil.
Good evening, City Council, Mayor, citizens of Allen Park. Beautiful day. A couple of meetings ago, I asked you all to go ahead and take a look at the Kilfoyle Drain at the foot of Midway off of Reek, so you guys can actually see the number of trees that are in that creek, and also the trees that somebody cut down a couple years ago and actually dropped them in there. That wasn't just a couple trees, that was over a dozen trees. Now, I've asked you guys to look at that, and this is a problem that's been around for quite some time. Also, the barrier that allows cars not to go over that area into the creek is on the ground. I've asked you all to look at that. So now I'm going to ask you how many of you guys looked at it. Thank you very much. It looks like none of you have.
I was out there last weekend.
When I asked, I just asked, okay, very good. What did you think?
It could use some attention. I didn't, this is what I have been told, okay? That the county doesn't deem it a priority as long as it's not restricting the flow of the current of that stream. I walked the whole thing from Midway to where it ends heading towards Champaign, southeast or whatever. I may be wrong on my directions, Ray. On the south end of Allen Park, I get twisted. When I think I'm going north, I'm actually going east.
Okay.
But,
This is at the foot of, this is the same area that there's, I don't know how many trees in there.
there are some,
They're all over the place.
right, and I did see that.
Okay, so all I'm going to ask, very simple. Is something going to be addressed? Is this going to be addressed by Wayne County? Is something going to be addressed about that barrier that's on the ground? Is that going to be addressed by Wayne County, or is it going to be addressed by the city? And going forward, I would like to know how our roads are doing. I know this coming year, how many major roads are going to be worked on. And also, I would like to know, when it comes to that slush fund money, how is it going to be intended to be used for? Is it going to be intended for what? To make sure that in case something happens in the future, we're going to have funding? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I want that money to be used for the citizens of Allen Park. And I mean the citizens of Allen Park. That money should not be used for really anything else. That's our taxpayer money that's being put into a slush fund in case something happens, and you want to actually make it grow larger. I just want to know what it's going to be used for. I really want to know what it's going to actually be used for. Is it going to be used to go ahead and take care of that area down where the creek is? Or is it going to be used on roads? Or where is it going to be used? Because I know where I don't really want it to be used. I want it to be used for us, to get our streets cleaned, to improve our city, and I mean actually improve it. That's where I like to see that money going forward. Because if it's not going to be used for that, start giving it back to us. It's that simple. It's not hard when I come up here and ask for some simple questions. And I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my neighbors. I'm doing it for every one of us. I'm doing it for every one of you. Because you're all citizens of Allen Park. So that's all I'm asking. Not something real hard. But with that, the weather's great. Get out and enjoy it. But I'm going to say one thing. Keep in mind of all the people up north with all those dams that are overflowing right now. Sheboygan is in deep, deep trouble. It just broke a levee below their dam. And that water goes one way. It doesn't go up north. It's going to come towards us eventually. And count our lucky stars where we're located. The weather's great. Get out there, enjoy it. Help your neighbors. If you see someone who needs help, help them. Help them with their trash. Maybe even help them cut lawns. But with that, thank you very much for allowing me to come up here and speak. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the weather.
No one else is coming up. We'll close the public comments and move on to the consent agenda.
Through the chair.
Yes.
Just real quickly, Mayor, because I'm going to have to leave in a moment.
Okay.
So I just want to let everybody know I am taking part in a great Allen Park tradition of coaching Cabrini youth soccer. And it just so happens that all of our Tuesday games are the second and the fourth Tuesday, and then it happens to be that first Tuesday in May. So those are all of our Tuesday games. They all line up with City Council. I want to let everybody know, do my absolute best to do my responsibility up here, but I will have to leave here shortly, and then that'll be for next meeting as well. For all the seniors in the room, you are going to go ahead and give your agendas to Mr. Valerius, and I'll make sure I get it to Mr. Mazzoso. Okay, so just make sure you guys get it to him. So thank you very much. Just want to make that.
Thank you.
Before I walk out.
All right. Consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda, which consists of claims and accounts in the payroll report and a parade permit number 1-2026 for the APAC parade on Saturday, May 16th, with the fee waived.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Lloyd, second by Mr. Valerius. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. We'll now move on to resolutions. Resolution 1 is to approve the road closure for the grand reopening of the Allen Park Historical Museum on Englewood between Niver and Park on May 30th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Motion.
Motion.
Mr. Barr and
ahead.
Ms. Nick.
Either way.
We'll go alphabetically. Any comments or questions? Basically, we're going to have a nice grand opening and invite a number of people to attend, and hope that many of our residents can also attend to see the wonderful transformation and all the work that's been done by the commissioners and other volunteers. So if there's no questions, I'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 2 is to approve the road closure for the DDA 2026 Block Party Kickoff event and concert on Philomene Boulevard between Allen Road and Park Avenue on Thursday, May 7th, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wurtzbacher.
Second.
Second by Mr. Lloyd. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. Mr. Murray. As you can see, this is the first of 4 resolutions we are seeking for your approval from the DDA. Briefly, we took a deep dive last year at our special events, and we decided in 2026 to start a new program called Block Parties. There are 10 of them that will occur between the month of May through the end of October. They will occur on the 1st and 3rd Thursdays of each month. Of those 10, 4 of them will, with your approval, be on certain streets in Allen Park where we're asking your approval for vehicle access to be closed for the day to set up. One of them happens to be the car show, as you see. I believe that's the 3rd resolution of the 4 that we're seeking. But all of these block parties will have musical entertainment. There will be vendors brought in and certain themes. So 3 of the resolutions tonight, as you can see, are just one block, Philomene from Allen to Park Avenue. And then the annual car show, once again, will be on Allen Road from SOUTHFIELD Road going all the way to the Roosevelt E-Course intersection.
Does anyone have any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 3 is to approve the road closure for the DDA 2026 Block Party Vintage and Vinyl event and concert on Philomene Boulevard between Allen Road and Park Avenue on Thursday, June 4th, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wurtzbacher, second by Mr. Valerius. Same thing, we're looking at DDA road closures, I think, for the next several, so just another block party, right? Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 4 is to approve the road closure of Allen Road from Southfield to Roosevelt for the DDA Classic Car Show on Thursday, June 18th, from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Barr.
Second.
Second by Mr. Valerius. Comments or questions? It's our annual car show. I
And
have
when-
no car.
When will people be able to sign up to bring vehicles in, or do you know what the time frame is for that?
Sure, we begin allowing vehicles to show up at 2 p.m. They're given entrance beginning at 2. All participants are asked to enter from the intersection of Roosevelt E-Course, and we'll have a series of volunteers that will place them along the 5 or 6 block area there. Officially, it begins at 4 p.m., and then the event concludes at 9 p.m. Around 8:45, there's an award ceremony at the corner of Allen and White.
Do people who want to bring a car out have to pre-register?
They do not, although they can certainly call or email the DDA office. We'll make sure about it. But we have space for approximately 310 vehicles.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Hopefully he gets there this year.
I know. My brother.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 5 is to approve the road closure for the DDA 2026 Black Party Stars and Stripes event and concert on Philomene Boulevard between Allen Road and Park Avenue on Thursday, July 2nd, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Motion, please. Motion. Motion by Ms. Nick.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wurtzbacher. Another block party. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved.
Thank you.
We're done with the DDA for a while. Resolution 6 is to approve the road closure for the 44th Annual Allen Park Street Fair on Allen Road from Southfield to Roosevelt from Thursday, August 6th at 7 a.m. to Sunday, August 9th at 11 a.m. Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nick.
Second.
Second by Mr. Valerius. That is our normal road closure for this event. I think that they're extending the hours into Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're extending it until 11.
Right. That has to do with staffing and availability, correct?
Correct.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, resolution is approved. Resolution 7 is to concur with the recommendation of the Festivities Commission and approve the contract between the Family Tradition and the Allen Park Festivities Commission to be the Friday headline band for the 2026 Street Fair in the amount of $5,400. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nick, second by Mr. Wurtzbacher. Who wants to comment on this one?
I can.
No, you go ahead. I just want to thank you, Jill, for helping with the contract.
Well, you're welcome, and my pleasure. So I worked with Kyle and Nancy also facilitated this. So we kind of went back and forth with the band, and we worked out this agreement, and we're just asking that it get approved tonight. We'll have to make a deposit, get a deposit to them fairly soon, within a week. And if anyone has any questions, I'll answer them.
Was any part of this contract unique to any other arrangements with previous acts? Like last year, they had the Ozzy Osbourne tribute band. I know that they had some stuff in their rider for their contract. Was there anything out of the ordinary?
So a couple of things where we normally do not pay a deposit, and they wanted a deposit, and we modified the amount. And then we went back and forth with respect to what happens if there's bad weather. So their requests were not unreasonable, but to your point, no one else has ever questioned these. No one else, to my knowledge, has ever asked for a deposit, but it's possible. Well, normally this doesn't come to us on, the reason it's in front of council is because it's over $5,000. Right. But there is a standard contract that has been used in the past, which does not provide for a deposit. So my guess is no one else has ever been paid a deposit. But I'm just surmising that.
So, can I just add? So the festivities have been getting a lot of feedback over the years that residents wanted a country band. So this is a country band, and they went through and talked to a lot of country bands. And this is the one they chose, which I have to say, listen to them. I think everybody will really like them. And so they were just a little higher price than normal.
They are an established act throughout southeastern Michigan. They play a lot of larger events, community events in the larger communities. They have a sizable following.
Yeah, they said they will advertise on their website for Allen Park for the street fair.
But we cannot advertise till after May, a certain date.
It's May 10th.
But they were very professional. And again, their requests were not unreasonable.
Any other comments or questions?
And quite frankly, Kyle did a good job. Shuttle diplomacy in getting this done.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. And Mr. Lloyd, did you want to say anything before you run out the door? I'll let you speak on a turn. How's that?
God bless and good night.
Okay, so we'll start with Mr. Mizzy.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you.
He stole your time. And tonight, we'll start with Mr. Barr.
Let's see here. Congratulations to the Allen Park competitive cheer team. Thank you, Mr. McGusson, for coming up. Congratulations to all those with the milestones of years of service. I did attend last week the DUA, Downriver Utility Wastewater meeting as a visitor. I'm just going to say this. The utility is trying to reduce as much as possible for the pricing. They have, because they're just like everybody else, prices of supplies are going up. So they're trying to limit the amounts that it's going to go up. Also, be careful out there with the roads. A lot of potholes if you're on a motorcycle or a small car. They can do some damage. I've already had a tire blow out. So, other than that, how you?
Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Wurzbacher.
Last week, I was honored to attend a grand opening at Ground Control that is owned by the owners of Major Tomato. This one was kind of special for me because since I've become active in the community with the Allen Park Citizens Civic Fund, Paul and his family have been nothing but supportive for the community events. And working with Paul throughout the years, as well as other businesses, owners in the community, built up a relationship, and you get to know them and their personalities, and you get to know their kids' names and their hobbies. And Paul's a musician, as most know. And a couple of years back, he had expressed that, you know, his dream was always to pursue having a small concert venue. And to see this with the help of the DDA and others in the community, Matt Baker was very helpful with the assistance in getting this off the ground for him. I walked away good because, you know, you like to see businesses not only hit their dreams and expand their business, but when it's in your own community and they stay here, you know, that's the cherry on top. Over the weekend, the warm weather, I got out and I was doing some stuff for APCCF, and I visited a lot of the city's parks, the larger parks, and it was great. Hats off to the Parks and Rec Department. Our parks are ready to go for the baseball season that'll be beginning. I saw baseball teams out there practicing, people using the parks, you know, getting out there. I can't wait for the pickleball nets to come up. But all in all, the parks were in great shape. Trash barrels in their places, and porta-johns. But while I was at one of the parks, Community Park, I was using the walking track and observed a young lady walking through the park, and she had one of these claw pickup tools like the Beautification Commission uses for the cleanups, and she's carrying a 5-gallon bucket. And she's picking up things, you know, that had been discarded. You know, the parks have been used these warm days. And so I walked over and I started talking to her. And I thanked her. You know, I said, I live around here. Thank you, you know, for what you're doing. And she goes, I do this in all the parks. I walk to the different parks in the community, and I pick up. It's a hobby, and I like seeing things clean, you know. And she goes, whenever somebody uses the park, you find water bottles left behind and everything. And young lady's name is Jennifer Harrison. She lives on North Quan. And I wanted to acknowledge her, you know, taking it a step forward. Instead of calling Rob Bolton or Kyle and saying, hey, you need to get somebody over to this park because there's water bottles laying around or something, you know. She's taken it to the next level. That's all I have. Enjoy this warm weather. The trees are blooming, and everybody have a good, safe day, and look out for bicyclists and motorcycles.
Thank you. Ms. Nick?
Okay, first of all, I wanted to say congratulations to Officer Green. She completed the Female Enforcers, which is an advanced mental, physical, and tactical skills course. So congratulations to her. And then Cabrini Festival, which will be in June, 5th, 6th, and 7th, they are in need of volunteers. So if you go on their parish website, click festival, and then click volunteer, there's a whole, I went on there today and there was a whole list of things, so they need a lot of volunteers to help with that. And if you are not savvy on the computer, they said just come on in after a mass on the weekends and they will be more than happy to sign you up. And then Good Neighbor Saturday is with the beautification, and that is this Saturday. And if you meet at the public parking lot, Park and Harris, from 10 to 12, the DDA is going to be providing lunch around noon, and then the beautification will provide you with all the necessary supplies that you need. So, and then going on to the Historical Museum, I don't even know, has it been 4 or 5 years, Tom, that museum's been closed? So it is, so mark your calendars for May 30th, because that's when they're gonna reopen, the big grand opening. And they will have food trucks there. You'll be able to go inside, you know, walk the grounds in the backyard. So I am just so happy to finally see that it is getting open. And then that'll start at 12, and then their ribbon cutting will be at 1 o'clock. And then before that, they're going to have a plant sale. They've had this for a few years now. The Late Bloomers Club, which had been around in Allen Park for over 40 years, and the ladies help maintain the premises there, the plants and everything. So they are doing a big, from 9 to 1, they're going to have a bake sale. They'll have plants, they'll have garden art, they'll have pots. They have a whole lot of things. They fill up the yard, and they always do really well. And part of those proceeds will go to maintaining the property at the historical, which they will put on their signs. So if you go drive by there, they'll have the dates and everything. And then the farmers market begins, kickoff on May 7th. What I learned, which I never knew, the Allen Park Library will be back on May 29th, and you can actually sign up or renew your library card there, right at the market. So I thought that was pretty nice. And then I was reading today, Ed, and you're gonna be performing this Saturday with, okay, it's the 342 Bar and Grill, okay, on Pelham in Dearborn Heights. So you've reunited with some of your old band members, so come on out and see Ed. If I wasn't working, Ed, I'd be there, but I have an event that night. But so he'll be out there. And the last thing I wanted to say is Charles Blevins, who was on council last term, it's his mom's birthday today, and so I wanted to say happy birthday, and he spent the whole day with her. So that was very nice. So everybody enjoy the weather, and hopefully it doesn't rain. So. All right, have a good night.
Thank you. Mr. Valerius?
I just wanted to send congrats out to Michael Franz and Courtney Gutierrez on their 5 years with the Allen Park Fire Department. And also Aaron Filipski with his 1 year as DPS director. So 59 days left in this school year. That will end my 23rd year of teaching and also end my wife's 29th year of teaching. So not that I'm counting down days or anything. So, and with that, I yield. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to cover a couple of things, to talk about the roads and the driving and being careful. I periodically have been getting reports out of the state of Michigan on accidents and deaths that occur. And I just got one earlier today from our HR director. And it just reinforces the fact that when you see any vehicle, whether or not it's an emergency vehicle that's off to the side of the road, that's off on the shoulder of a freeway, please, please, if you can't move over a lane, please slow down, because yet another individual who was helping a disabled vehicle was killed because two people, someone was in a hurry, and they had to pull around someone and hit another vehicle, which struck this individual and ended his life. So let's be a little aware there. The other thing is that, and this is kind of a public service announcement, periodically I get anonymous letters from residents who have a complaint about the status of a fence or a road or something of that nature. We can't help you if we don't know where it's at and what you're complaining about. And I just want to reinforce the fact that you can let us know about this. No one is going to go running around saying, hey, so-and-so said this. That's not going to happen. That's not how we do business here. So please let us know. If you go on the city's website and you hit the report a problem button, it will actually take you to another link that will allow you to continue as a guest. You don't even have to create an account. You don't have to give a name or anything of that nature. And then you can report a problem, the road or the tree or whatever it is, and the location, and that gets into our system and it gets tracked. So we want to help. We want to do what's right for the community, but we need to know where the problems are. So please don't send anonymous letters. They don't do any good. We need a little more information. And again, no one's going to go running around saying so-and-so told us this. That's not the purpose, and we'd never get anything done. So appreciate that. We've got venues, and if you don't use if you're not on the internet and you're not familiar with that, give a call to our DPS department. We've got individuals there who will be more than happy to take the information of a problem and address it. So with that, I'm along with everybody else. I hope we don't get any of that rain. It's looking pretty good right now, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Thank you all for coming. Have a great evening, and I will call for an adjournment. Motion by Mr. Valerius and Mr. Barr. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned at 6:42 p.m.